Hi, I'm Sandy.
And I'm Sherry with HomeShowGardenPros.
And we are here with Ian from Nature's Way Resources. And Ian, what do you have for us here this morning?
I want to show you how to transplant pretty much any type of plant into a larger pot. Go through the proper steps and then mulch afterwards.
Okay. All right. Well, teach me how to get this transplanted.
Okay, so the first thing you want to do, first know what you're planting into. If you have a larger pot, figure out what that is and make sure you have enough soil in the bottom so your plant doesn't sit too low.
Okay.
So they've already put some soil in here.
Correct. This is our garden and flower bed mix. It's a pre-made mixture. It's good for all applications. Very generic mix for pretty much everything.
Good. Okay.
So that's the first step you want to do. Then the next thing you want to do when you get your plant, squeeze all four sides of the container, or if you have a round one, you want to break everything loose so it's not stuck to the sides.
Okay. It's ready to pop out, kind of.
It kind of releases it just in case it's root bound.
The next thing you want to do is make sure you get the plant and put it between your fingers so when you flip it over to take the pot off, it's properly supported.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Now look at the bottom. You always want to break the bottom up a little bit in case it's root bound. If it is root bound, that'll let the roots kind of hang freely and promote root growth into the deeper layers of soil.
Yeah, and this one's not too root bound. Sometimes you get them where it's really wound up. So you
Yeah, we lucked out on this one for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that enough?
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay. So I'm going to get that down in there a little bit.
And then we want to backfill around the pot and everything.
Yeah, and you leveled it perfectly here, Sandy.
Wow.
Okay. So just backfill all around the sides.
And lightly pack it in, just make sure you have good contact between your plant and the existing soil.
All right. Okay, so now do I push it down in there or kind of just leave it?
Yeah, very lightly around the side,
Okay.
just kind of pack it in, make sure
All right.
everything's nice and stable.
So there's potting soil kind of all around it, a little space above,
Maybe a little more over
a
here.
little more over
Yeah.
here.
No, you're looking good so far.
All right, so now what?
So now that we have our potting soil or our mixture in, you have a little bit of space on the top, and that is for the mulch. You want to add mulch because that's good for water retention and weed suppression. And we always recommend to do it, about 2 inches thick. It's going to be a little difficult on a pot, so as thick as we can get it.
Yeah, especially because pots dry out faster, so it's kind of a little hint to keep your pots good in the summertime here.
Oh, that's definitely
A little bit of
correct.
mulch on top.
So is mulch something that I would add occasionally to my potted plants, or?
Yeah, as needed, maybe once or twice a year, depending on how fast it decomposes.
Okay.
It will obviously continue to break down as it sits in the pot longer and it gets more water.
And it's kind of the icing on the cake, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's like a little top dressing. It makes it look nice.
It does. It does. So we had our potting soil, and we added a layer of mulch on the top, and voila, we have a beautiful potted plant.
That's true, and the last step would just to be water it in. Make sure we do a deep, infrequent watering.
Yep.
That's more advantageous for root growth.
Okay. And keep an eye on them whether or not they're inside or outside potted plant.
Oh, that's definitely true. Inside plants require a lot less water just 'cause it's not as hot.
Right.
Then outside, it's exposed to the sun and the elements, so you probably water a little more often.
Yeah, and the size of the pot too. Bigger pots, you don't have to water as much.
Oh, that's very true.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, all great tips. And you can hear more tips on Home Show Garden Pros every Saturday morning.